y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Two Scribbles One Poll. I'm in the back seat. Is this mic on? Because y'all know I'll be forgetting. I'm in the back seat of my car because I was going to do this episode outside while I wait for my classes to start, but it's a thunderstorm advisory and it already started drizzling. And I even had my mic and everything, but I forgot the piece to connect it to my laptop. So we're just going with the camera audio. And y'all know I hate these mics, so check out my Amazon wish list. It's hot as fuck in here. Let me open these car doors. The windows are open. Let me open the car doors just a smidge. And Tal always said I should do an episode in my car because my car is low key, it looks big as shit. But anywho, so I was gonna do my episode while I wait for my class to start, but that didn't really happen. By the time that you're watching this, I am most likely running around on a boat drunk as shit. And so at this current moment in life, while I'm recording this, I have been running around trying to get everything done before I head to go on the trip that I am on. And I don't have my iPad, so I don't have any sound effects. Let's see. Which Minisode do I want to do? Alright, so I don't really have no announcements besides the regular ones. Buy my fucking artwork because I be making art and I'm an artist. And one of these days when I blow up real big and my artwork is really worth millions of dollars, you're going to be mad when you don't take this opportunity. So go ahead and do it. I've been talking about doing a workshop. I started looking at dates. Excuse me, y'all. I'm burping because I got some Popeyes that I started fucking up before I started recording. And then I was like, let me record. I hit myself in the fucking nose with a dolly yesterday. That shit hurt. And I think that's part of the reason why I'm sniffling the right side of my nose is stopped up. And just my nose in general hurts. And when I do this little nose wiggle shit, it hurts. Everything hurts always. But back to semi-announcements. So I've been talking about doing a workshop in October. I'm not going to tell y'all a date because I don't want to make any promises and then I break them. But I'm looking at late October, possibly early November. It really just depends on how much of a hang I get of my life. And, that is always up in the air because it's me. I don't got no revisions because I ain't catch myself slipping. So that's where y'all come in. Send corrections to twoscrippersOnePoll@gmail.com. Before I get into the question of the week, that video of the girl, and I don't know her name. I didn't do that much research into it. But the girl who got hit with the brick and was in the hospital. And I don't know if y'all saw a response video from one of the bystanders, but I'm just really confused because he could have fucking kept that, right? So there's a video surfacing of one of the guys who apparently was there, and he was talking about oh, this girl is a troublemaker and she goes around apparently the girl has some video of her going around slapping white people for no reason or whatever, and he's talking about how she's a troublemaker and she's always antagonizing people and taunting people and da-da-da-da, all this stuff, right? So he says that he's like, she just wants attention, y'all are giving her attention, I was there, she was doing all this extra stuff, blah blah blah, she's not telling you the full story. Then almost immediately goes on to say that nobody deserves to be hit with a brick. No, men shouldn't put their hands on women. Da, 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 da. Nobody deserves that. She didn't deserve that. But then goes on to say almost immediately again, yeah, if it happened again, I would do it the same way because y'all don't know. She was just doing all this stuff. So how do you go and say nobody deserves that, but then say she deserves that? At the end of the day, nobody does deserve it. What it really comes down to is y'all need to learn how to emotionally regulate y'all fucking selves. There's no reason, man, woman, whatever the fuck you identify as, there's no reason to put your hands on somebody else. And there's really no reason to pick up a fucking brick and put that on somebody. That's just my transgression. It really pissed me off to see him go on this whole rant trying to blame her then try to say like, oh, nobody deserves that, then say, but she did deserve it. And I would sit there and watch her again. What the fuck was the purpose of you coming out and saying that? You truly should have kept that, because the fuck. So I brought that up because that really just pissed me off. And like I said, y'all really need to learn how to regulate yourselves. Like, regardless of how somebody else is acting, not every action needs a response. Now, I didn't do the whole research on the whole thing. I'm not going to do the whole research on the whole thing. So I don't really know the circumstances of if she put her hands on him or not, because what I saw was she was crying because she got hit because she wouldn't give the number. He goes on to say, I didn't when I was prepping for this video, I didn't go back and watch the whole thing because I thought I had my iPad and I did it because I was gonna pull it up like real time. So I watched it because I don't have Instagram on my laptop and I'm using my phone to record. So, yeah. He has said, what did he say? I forgot my mid sentence. Oh, he said that there was like a lot more in the exchange between them two, and I don't remember if he said she did put her hands on him or not. But regardless, that still doesn't excuse anybody picking up a fucking brick. Like, if you want to fight somebody, use your fucking fist. But second, like, and when it comes to fighting, I'm not a fighter. I don't care for fighting, and especially like at my grown, because I'm 27 now. At this grown age, I really don't care about fighting, because if I fight you, it's a chance I could get arrested, and my ass is not going to last in jail. Like, I'm not anybody's bitch. Like, I can't even imagine jail or prison. So of course I'm not going to purposely put myself in a position to possibly go to jail or prison. So, yeah, like, I only condone putting your hands on somebody if they put their hands on you first. So that's why I don't put my hands on anybody, because that doesn't give anybody any right to I'm not going to put my hands on nobody unless they put their hands on me first. And I don't like men, or strong, like, I don't like men putting their hands on women, but as a woman, I do understand that there are niggas clearly out there that have issues. But also just thinking about like the putting your hands on people first. Like, I'm never going to put my hands on somebody and expect them not to hit me back, because that's what I would do. So with that being said, knowing that men tend to be stronger, I'm not going to put my hands on a man. And a man shouldn't be putting his hands on a woman. But I recognize that there are niggas out there that be fighting bitches. And at the end of the day, like, if you put your hands, yeah, like, that's what I just want to say. But like, I ain't like that. And I just think it goes to show that even if somebody puts their hands on you, you should kind of just be able to, like, you shouldn't even get to that point. None of us should be at a point where we feel like we need to put our hands on anybody. That just goes to show that you need a better grip of your emotional regulation, and realizing that you don't always have to physically react. Like, yes, you have feelings, process your feelings. Don't go do crazy shit. Enough of that. Question of the week. This week's question of the week: unpopular food choices. So, y'all, it's hot as fuck in here, and I can't breathe out my right nostril. This is just the recipe of disaster. And honestly, I can't even enjoy my Popeyes for real. This bitch, I don't even be using Popeye sauce. Oh, okay, I thought this said buffalo, and I was like, she definitely put barbecue sauce on my receipt, but she didn't even ask me what sauce I wanted. Not that I use it, but I was just like, There you go, assuming you think I like barbecue sauce because I'm black. Somebody needs some culture. Why do I want to say culturativity, but I know that that's not a word? Sensitivity training. That's what I'm trying to say. But culturativity training, like cultural sensitivity training. Look at me making new words. I'm so fucking smart, bro. But I'm also mad because maybe I do need the sauce. Maybe she knew something I didn't know, because these tenders is dry than a motherfucker. Okay, they is so dry. Like they nice and big, and you would think that they juicy. They just hot and dry. Like what the fuck? Y'all could have kept that. Y'all done got me for my money. Then the bitch, I was like, "Can I get a regular mango lemonade?" And I should have known something was up because she was like chilled or frozen, and I was like regular chilled. So then she go and she poured me a regular lemonade, and she started putting the top on it. I'm like, no, 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 I want mango. And she was like, you said regular. That's gonna be additional charge, bitch. Y'all already charged me extra for the lemonade. Like, yup. I'm angry. Like all of this meal is pissing me off, and I have class. I don't even know what time it is because I still haven't replaced my Apple Watch. Oh, my laptop is right here. It can tell me what time it is. It's 4:57, and I have class in an hour and 3 minutes. And we have 4 readings. I only completed 2, because it's a lot of big words, and I don't understand what I'm reading, to be honest. And I'm a little bit mad because this teacher, this is the same professor I had over the the summer classes that I took, and I love her. She's so cool. I love her, but she refuses to give me 100% on my like daily attendance. So we get 2 points. The way she like breaks up our grade, is 2 points per class. So you get 1 point for actually attending, and then 1 point for participation. And I'm like, it was the first class, and I did participate, and she gave me a 1.85, and I'm like, what the fuck? How did I lose points? Like, because it was like one discussion that she tried to start like towards the end of class, but not everybody could participate because it just wasn't time. So I'm just like, and when I was taking the summer classes, it was the same thing. Like I just could never get 100. The only thing I got 100% on was the final, and that's because I had 2 attempts. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? But it's okay because I'm gonna still get an A. Anywho, unpopular food choices. So somebody said coleslaw. Oh, I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. Shout out to my camp director Dara from many moons ago. I haven't been to camp in so long. I love camp. That's how I met Rhea. Shout out Rhea. Rhea said she liked coleslaw. um, that's good for you, friend. I've never had coleslaw, but I also don't have any desire. Okay, you probably should go see a mechanic because I really don't think your car should sound like that. Is that you? That makes sense. Looking at that car, that makes sense. You should probably go just get that checked out. I really need to blow my right nostril. Um, yeah, Rhea said she liked coleslaw. My cousin said pineapple on pizza. I had that once when I was young. When it comes to pizza, I'm so picky. I'm a very picky being. So it, what the fuck? I was like, okay, so because the car doors are open, for those of you who are listening, my car light is on. So it's like a little glare. Oh, I could turn that off. Oh, there's like a little glare. But then I saw like things on the screen, and it's my grid, but I didn't realize I had the grid on. Yeah, pineapple on pizza. I'm picky. I don't be eating shit for real. So I like a nice cheese pizza. Or I'll purposely get a pepperoni pizza and peel the pepperoni off. Sometimes I have to be in a specific mood though, because I really enjoy, I like the flavoring, but I don't like cooked pepperoni. Like it gets really thin and greasy. I don't like it. I prefer it like when it's a little bit thicker. Like I will go to the store and buy like a bag of pepperoni to put on pizza, and I'll just munch that. Or like pepperoni and why was I about to say crackers like that? Crackers and cheese, delicioso. Oh my goodness, ay Dios mío, so good, so fucking good. Me and my coworker, shout out Gio. We actually, my supervisor, she left last week, and they did a little like going away party for her. I couldn't make it because school. Um, and when I came back in the office this week, they still had like the hors d'oeuvres tray, and it was just like endless pepperoni, and so we just sat there fucking that shit up. It was so good. So I'm really weird in that way, but like pineapple belongs on your pizza, not mine. Um, and so then this last one, shout out Vic. It was funny that you submitted this because and y'all don't be like, I don't understand why y'all don't be participating. Like, can somebody tell me why y'all don't be participating? But you know what? I'm not even gonna hold you. I get it because I follow some podcasts and y'all be asking for participation and I definitely be tapping through. So I get it. Like sometimes it's just the extra work. But like at a certain point, y'all gotta be tired of hearing me kirk. Like, what the fuck is really going on? I guess it's just free entertainment. That's what y'all like. Y'all want to see me stressed out. You already know I'm stressed out about everything else because everything, like I said, I hit myself in the fucking face with a fucking dolly. Like shit just be happening to me all the time, and I be stressed out all the time. And y'all just want to contribute to my stress? That's not cool. My hair long, y'all. Look at that shit. Technically, my hair is like down here, which is the longest my hair has ever been. For those of you who are listening, also sorry y'all. Sorry if the mic is just because, like I said, I didn't bring the proper parts to do this through my computer. Anywho, yeah. So Vic said that ketchup is nasty and that we are conditioned to believe that it's not. Right? And so I thought that was hilarious because my unpopular food is I like to put ketchup on my mac and cheese. I haven't really met anybody who does that. It's like I don't I just grew up thinking that was kind of normal. Because apparently it comes from my granddad's side of the family. So like my mom, me, my brother, we all do it. And I realized in I think elementary school that it wasn't a thing because when I did it, somebody was like, "What the fuck?" And I don't be slapping it. I don't eat Kraft mac and cheese anymore. That was like when I was young and dumb, and my mom can't really cook. I love you, mom, but she can't cook. It's just kind of known that she can't. So that's when I used to eat box mac and cheese. But now I eat real mac and cheese. But even now, I don't really be eating mac and cheese like that. Like I think I used to fuck up some mac and cheese, but I want to say definitely since at least 2020, if not earlier than that. I don't know why. Like I don't really fuck with mac and cheese like that. If I eat it, it has to be like baked. And I usually only eat it around like Thanksgiving or Christmas. I've been a little bit more open to it, in a day-to-day basis, but like I don't cook it that often anymore. It's hot. God damn, it's hot. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's just something about it. Like ketchup on mac and cheese is bomb as shit, and I will die on that hill. Like, don't knock it till you try it. It's so fucking delicious. Um, unless like I don't really like it like when the mac and cheese is really cheesy. If it's really cheesy and gooey, I won't do it. But like when it's more on like the little bit of a drier side, it's like the same thing as putting it on a fucking cheeseburger just without the meat. Which I don't put them on my cheeseburgers. I actually didn't start eating cheeseburgers until it was at some point when I was working at Silver Diner. So it's been at least nearly 4 years now because I started teaching in 2019. Yeah. So whenever I started putting American cheese, and I like American cheese. White American cheese is bombing. I'm very picky. It's actually I've gotten better since I've gotten older, but for the most part, I'm a picky ass bitch, and I don't care. So it took me a very long time to eat cheese on my burgers. I'm not, and I probably never will do like literally when it comes to ketchup. I put ketchup. I dip my fries in my ketchup and I put it on mac and cheese. That's it. That's all. So I agree that ketchup is nasty with the little asterisk mark beside those two instances. Um, and I also think that tomatoes are disgusting. Tomatoes are so nasty. I don't know why they exist. Um, so yeah, that is this week's question of the week. Ask Mango. Um, I'm gonna go back and answer, re-answer some questions. Something that I would like to change about sex work industry. When this question was first asked, I was just like just stepping into the sex work industry, so I couldn't really give my opinion. And so since then, I've gotten more familiar with it, and I've gotten like other opinions. And so really the biggest thing would just be like marketing, because it is, and I kind of mentioned this in, I went back and listened to episode 15 because that was the episode I recorded the day of, and that was like the week before my life was going crazy. And so I kind of mentioned it in there, but it's like we have all these restrictions as sex workers. Like when you make an account for like mini vids, or I know mini vids, OnlyFans, um, I feel like it's some other platform that really give you kind of like a hard time trying to make an account. In many vids, they give you a hard time in the sense of like, I have to submit a picture with my ID next to my face while also holding a piece of paper that says like mini vids and the date. It's just like all this extra stuff. And OnlyFans, like they oh my god. So the first time I had an OnlyFans was in 2020, and I don't remember having that many problems with them. Then when I remade it this time, it literally took me like a week to get approved because they kept denying me. And the thing that really first, like, I fucking hate OnlyFans, and I'm at the point where I'm like ready, like I barely even get on there. So like every time I do get on there, I just see that my followers keep going down and down and down, and I could give two shits less. I don't care because OnlyFans gets on my fucking nerves, and they always flagging me for shit and don't tell me what the fuck is for. So I'm sitting there trying to figure out like how can I fix this post, and they just won't give me any insight. Um, but yeah, so like these platforms make us go through. I just heard somebody, but I don't see them. You got two cars? What the fuck? Um, you know talking about? My phone ran out of storage space right in the like towards the end of that. So that's why we're here, and it's this awkward gap. And those of you who are watching, it's now a different day, and I'm back in my house, not in the backseat of my car, and I'm a completely different outfit. It's hot as shit in here. I put deodorant on, and my armpits feel like they're melting. But I have now spent, like, I'm really confused as to why I don't have space because I definitely got rid of 100 gigabytes worth of stuff because I put it on my hard drive. Which update on my hard drive, I have not been able to recover anything. I'm going to take it to like specialists and see if they can recover it because whenever I connect it to my laptop, it says that it says something, but I think it might just be physical damage. And I'm hoping that my files aren't corrupted. But it's also saying it's really expensive. And I'm just like on a list of shit that keeps getting longer that I need to pay for, and things that I've been ignoring that I need to pay for that goes on the list of ignoring. But I caved in and I paid for Dropbox. And speaking of Dropbox, it took hours upon hours for me to upload photos on there from my phone or videos on there from my phone. So I was a little bit upset about that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Since I recorded yesterday a couple of updates. Um the thing that I was talking about earlier, or yeah, well earlier in this video about the woman that got hit with the brick. Apparently homeboy who went on his little rant was not even there. And you know how the internet be doing internet things, and they be going on deep dives to like just cancel people and make them regret everything they need to do. He apparently is also an abuser. Now I will always put this disclaimer. I don't watch the news. And I don't think this was on the news. I would know because I don't watch it. But I get my information from social media. That is the way it has been. That is the way it'll continue to be. Because I am not paying for cable, and I'm not, like, the news is depressing. So I'm not going to pay fucking $60-$70 a month to watch the news to be depressed when I could just be depressed from social media, if we're being honest. So unless I truly feel compelled enough to do more research, which right now in my life I don't have enough research. I mean, I don't have enough I don't have enough energy to do additional research if it's not connected to school or like something I'm really, really passionate about. I'm just not. But I'm going on that little side rant to be like, I just get all my information from like Twitter and Instagram. Um, so I don't know. All I know is what pops up on my timeline from like the Shade Room or the Melanin Shade Room or Impact or whoever else. Um, so it popped up on my timeline when I was actually in a meeting, so I couldn't watch it, and I thought I saved it and I didn't. But apparently, the internet did its thing, and Baby Boy wasn't there. He was lying about being a bystander, which is fucking insane. But it makes sense because they said he is an abuser himself. So I guess he's just sitting there trying to excuse the type of behavior that he be having. Like, I don't know. Y'all are sick in the head. And the whole point of what I was trying to get at, I hope that the woman can find peace and healing. Because a lot of people didn't believe her because they believed him over her, which is so infuriating. When obviously you see, like, regardless of whatever the circumstances that led up to that, like he originally said, and like I said, nobody deserves to be fucking hit in the face with a brick, all because you were rejected or whatever the fuck else happened, and you, as a grown human being, cannot regulate yourself enough to know, hey, maybe I should just walk away and let this go instead of let me pick up a fucking brick and hit somebody in the face with it because I got rejected, whatever, or whatever other details. Like, that's still, there's no justification for doing that. So yeah, and I couldn't find the post. I tried to look for it, but I couldn't find it because, like, once the what am I trying to say? Once the timeline refreshes, it just disappears. So that's just a little update on that. My second update was that I remembered another unpopular food choice or food opinion, whatever, that I have. And I remembered it today while I was making. So I was on the phone with Molly, and she was making her son some noodles, and I was like, "Damn, some noodles sound bomb as shit right now." So I came in the house and I made noodles. Right, I almost went back to Popeyes and tried again, but like the Popeyes near my house, and I almost tried again, but I was like, "Kia, save your money, cause this time tomorrow I'm really gonna be on a boat, y'all." Shout out to Freya. I got me some motherfucking teleport. I ain't have teleport in so long, y'all. She got me. Sorry, notification. She got me the teleport for my birthday, and since I'm gonna be drunker than a skunk on a boat, I went and got and ordered Amazon little fake containers. So I'm gonna give y'all an update. It's more than this one, but we drink responsibly. Um. So what was I talking about? I was talking about. Let me go get a shot because while I try to remember, I was talking about um Popeyes, how I need to save my money. I'm gonna be on a boat. Bitch, I'm on a boat. Taking a shot at Taylorport is crazy, but cheers up, bottoms up. I don't know. Well, yeah, bottoms up because you throw it back. Anyway. I don't know why I do shit like that. That was stupid. Um, Unpopular food opinion. So I came home to make myself noodles because baby boy was eating them noodles. And I was like, I can't be spending money on Popeyes. And then I'd be extra mad if I spent that like $7, $8 and it's still nasty. So I made me some noodles. Um, and so I like to undercook my noodles. Hear me out. Okay. I don't like when my noodles are too soft. For me, a lot of things when I'm eating, it's a texture thing. Um, and so I don't like when my noodles are too soft. So I like to slightly undercook them, not so that they're still crunchy, but like when you pull them out of the pot, it's like they're still together a little bit. Like, you can, if I stick a fork in them and then they come up a little bit, but for the most part, like they're still the rectangle, the square, whatever. So I take them out, I put them in my like they still got some curl to it, just a little bit of curl, like wavy. Like, picture when the ladies be wearing the finger waves, but they look like a pack of ramen noodles on your head. That's what I'm getting at. So I like them like that, and then I don't put all the juice in it because I really want them to soak up the seasoning. Which, fun fact, you're only actually supposed to, like, calorie wise, only a half a pack of noodles is good for you. But like, realistically, who the fuck is eating a pack of noodles, a half a pack of noodles? And if you are, I mean, like, to each his own. But not me. I need to eat the whole pack, and I actually had two today. No regrets. Um, so I don't put all the juice in it because I just want the noodles to soak up all the seasoning, and I spread it, and then I eat it very happily. Um, and that's just what it is. That's what it's always gonna be. That's how I love my noodles. I'm sweating profusely. I don't know if y'all can see it. Um, so I don't have my notebook, but I just got really riled up about all of that. I know I left off somewhere talking about just like how I really despise OnlyFans. And I like the platform of loyal fans more because it kind of acts as like I want clips, and it OnlyFans in a sense of like you have subscribers, and then you have a store where people either follow you or subscribe or whatever, or just the public can come and like buy your videos. So I really like that. But I've been really struggling with like engagement on both platforms, and I don't really understand why. Like, with loyal fans, when I go live, the people be coming, they be watching, but then they don't like. It's just freeloaders. Everybody want to do stuff for free. So when I do lives on loyal fans, I like do yoga during the day, or like I'll do rope ties and stuff, just like. And then of course always some motherfuckers like, oh, show me your tits, babe. Get the fuck. I'll show you my tits if you paying me, because they might be getting smaller, but let me. um, yeah, I feel like that's it. It's now been 2 days since I hit myself in the nose with the dolly, and my nose is still rocking, y'all. And like, I don't know if y'all could tell, I'm a little stuffy, which I don't know. I took a COVID test. I don't have COVID. So best believe I'm about to drink me some NyQuil like it's hot tea later. I'm about to paint my toes. So, with all that being said, y'all be safe, make good choices, learn how to emotionally regulate yourselves, and don't let people yuck your yum, because I feel like I'm really going to get some backlash about these noodles and the mac and cheese. It is what it is. It's my plate. You don't have to eat it. More for me, less for you.